If I ask you to stop brushing your teeth for 6 months, you'd probably say, hey, no, that's a terrible idea. Not because the teeth are instantly fall out, but because plaque's going to build up, bacteria is going to multiply, your gums are going to get very irritated, and eventually a small maintenance problem turns into a much bigger problem, right? Today, we're going to compare our teeth and how we take care of them to our eyelids and the glands and how they affect our tears. So even if your eyelids feel pretty normal and healthy, this may still change the way you think about prevention. I want to explain what I call the dental model of eyelid care. So a lot of people hear the word bacteria around the eyes and get nervous. Then they hear about Demodex, mites, and suddenly ready to throw their pillowcase away. So I want you to just take a breath. Your skin naturally has bacteria. Our scalps naturally have bacteria. Our gut inside has bacteria. Doesn't mean anything's wrong with us. And yes, many adults, if not all of us, have some Demodex mites living around hair follicles and oil glands. That sounds unpleasant, but it's common. It's normal. The goal is not to sterilize our eyelids. The goal is balance. Think about dental care. We brush, we floss, sometimes we use mouthwash, but then you still periodically get your teeth professionally cleaned. Even when we do a pretty good job at home, the dental hygienist, they're still going to find plaque and tartar that probably needs to be removed. And when you walk out, your teeth feel different, right? Professional care does something home care just can't quite do. And I think our eyelids in a very similar way. Our home lid cleaners, foams, gels, wipes, sprays, they're like the brushing and mouthwash for our eyes. Warm compresses help support gland health, like flossing supports gum health. Our professional eyelid treatments are like deeper dental cleaning. They can remove things that home care often cannot. You say, okay, Monty, well, what exactly are we cleaning every day on our eyelids? The eyelid margins, they collect oils, dead skin cells, bacteria, environmental debris, allergies, makeup. Over time, that can form what we call biofilm. I describe biofilm as a neighborhood where inflammation likes to hang out. So when that neighborhood gets too comfortable, some people start developing crusting, itching, redness, inflammation along the lid margin. So eyelid hygiene is not about being obsessive. It's about gently disrupting that buildup before it becomes a bigger issue, like daily brushing does for our teeth and gums. Where do warm compresses fit into this? Warm compresses are not primarily cleaning the eyelid margin. They are primarily helping the oil glands that live in our eyelids. They warm and soften the oil in the meibomian glands with the goal of helping the glands function better. So think of eyelid hygiene and warm compresses as related, but they're not doing the same thing. Lid cleansers and sprays help clean the lid margin. Warm compresses help support gland function. They're complementary. If you're doing both, I generally like this sequence. I like to do the warm compresses first and then do the gentle blinking or light eyelid massage like we've talked about in other videos. Then clean the eyelid margin afterwards with a lid wipe, foam, or spray, your preference. But don't overthink it or complicate it. The exact order is really less important than building a routine that you actually like and can stick with. Okay, we're going to talk about this in 3 levels: mild, moderate, and severe. Level 1 is mild and talking preventative maintenance. So this is for the person who does not have major redness, pain, crusting, itching, but wants to keep the eyelids healthy and happy. And for this person, a basic non-tea tree lid cleanser is a great product to use. So that can be in the form of a foam, a gel, or a wipe that doesn't have tea tree in it, designed for eyelid hygiene. Some people will prefer a hypochlorous spray because it's simple, gentle, and easy to use once or twice a day. So if you're not prone to recurrent bronchitis, itching, or crusting, we don't need to overcomplicate it. And this will usually be good, consistent prevention. Okay, level 2 is the person who does get recurring symptoms. If the eyelids itch at night, and if you wake up with crusting along the lash line periodically, maybe the lash line gets irritated off and on throughout the week, This is where I like to use a hypochlorous spray with the tea tree based products in the rotation. For example, if you're having itching eyelids at night and see some crusting in the morning when you wake up, use a tea tree product the next night or two, and then back off to a hypochlorous spray for maintenance, or a non-tea tree cleaning wipe if you prefer over the hypochlorous spray. So not straight tea tree all the time. That can be a little irritating for my eyes personally, but you can find your best rhythm with that. And to be clear, I'm talking about products specifically designed for eyelid hygiene with tea tree oil in it, where those active ingredients have been appropriately diluted and formulated for the eyelid, so it's safe. Okay, level 3, we're in moderate to severe land here with a flare, and home care may not be enough to get you there. If your eyelids are very red, painful, swollen, crusty, inflamed, or if itching is persistent, I would encourage you to seek professional care if it's available to you in your area. That doesn't mean that home care failed. It just means that the situation may need more than what home products can do for us at that moment. In office, we can evaluate the lid margin. We can look for the collarettes, assess the gland function, can physically clean the eyelids with professional tools, and if other things are needed or appropriate, like IPL. That's very different from a warm compress and lid hygiene products, which are great for home maintenance. But IPL is an office-based treatment that can reduce abnormal inflammatory blood vessels, improve eyelid environments, support gland function, and also reduces Demodex populations as a part of restoring kind of a healthier balance in our overall reset. All right, so let me do a simple recap here to help frame the big picture. If your eyelids are calm, we want to consider a basic lid cleanser or hypochlorous spray a few times a week up to daily. And then consider warm compresses if gland health is part of your issue. If your eyelids tend to itch or crust, we want to use a hypochlorous spray and consider rotating the eyelid safe tea tree products when symptoms start to begin, which is itching and crusting. And if you have significant symptoms, I recommend getting evaluated with your eye doctor always, of course. And that may be the point where professional cleaning, gland treatment, in-office IPL needs to be considered. So whether you're watching from India or France or the US or Australia or anywhere else in the world, our eyelids all work in a similar way, right? They naturally accumulate oils, bacteria, debris, and biofilm. Remember, the goal is not perfection, it's prevention and healthy maintenance. We don't brush our teeth today because they're dirty. We brush them because we want them to remain healthy tomorrow. And I propose that it's time we started to think about our eyelids in the same way. Hey, if this helped you understand eyelid hygiene a little bit differently, I encourage you to subscribe if you haven't. If you have, thank you. I'm building this channel to help people with dry eye, blepharitis, MGD, irritated eyes in general, to understand what's happening and help you navigate your eye journey. I'll see you in the next video.